Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mr. Nerd with your boy Jeff Alon's most cinema podcast here for you. And yes, you saw the title of this video, we are talking about what we think are the best announcements at this year's CinemaCon. Now, I plan on doing these videos like this one every single year, like every time we reach the end of every CinemaCon. So if you're interested in that, make sure to subscribe to this channel so that way you don't miss someone's yearly CinemaCon content. So yeah, with that being said, let's started. Now, before we talk about the announcements and everything, for those that are wondering what the heck is CinemaCon? Well, CinemaCon is this big annual movie studios where certain movie theater companies learn about what to expect when it comes to the movie industry. And so, multiple movie studios have panels to talk about what they have in store in the future. Now, for this year's CinemaCon, it took place from March 31st, 2025, all the way up to April 4th, and the first panel that was held at that event was the Sony panel. And what was some of my favorite announcements at that panel? It was Jumanji 3. And yeah, I was saying Jumanji in a long time. The one that should Richard Arizona movie, a new Karate Kid movie called Karate Kid Legends, a new animated movie from Sony Pictures animation called Bolt. And then, two of what I think were my favorite announcements at this panel was the Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse movie that is set to be released in June of 2027. And we got some first look images at that movie as you see on the screen right now. And the new Spider-Man movie that you have called Spider-Man Brand New Day, and that movie is going to be released in July 2026. And then we move on to the Lionsgate panel. Now, I will admit, I'm not that really interested in some of Lionsgate's franchises, but I'm here to be a checker, so I'm just gonna pass it on to you, Jeff. Yes, so I think that some of the best photos is what the Lionsgate panel was the John Wick franchise. Now, don't know, they should have called this panel the John Wick panel because as before John Wick fan I am, I actually got very excited when they announced some new movies when it's said everything. So yeah, okay, go. And then we move on to the Warner Brothers panel. Now I will admit, I think that Warner Brothers had the best panel when it comes to their announcements, especially talking about Coyote versus Happily being saved. So I'm very grateful for that because of how big of a Looney Tunes fan I am. Yeah, for that too. Yep. And yeah, I know that this news was leaked online a couple days before one of us had the panel, so yeah. And yeah, let me just say something real quick that I think some of the best announcements that were made on this panel besides the Coyote versus Red. You know, since I'm wrong from Final Destination action franchise and Mortal Kombat franchises. And so on, many are striking when they talk about the new modernization of the new Mortal Kombat movie. Because, yeah, I am a huge fan of those franchises from Warner Brothers. And I'm also really interested in seeing that new movie get one because that was one that went what else when I was making this kind of in my opinions. Thank you, Jack. Now, some of my other favorite announcements besides that Coyote Moses have reviews is that they talked about some upcoming animated projects from Warner Brothers Animation, including a new animated movie based on the classic Flintstones cartoons was, man, I got really excited to hear about this because I used to love watching this cartoon when I was a kid. And so the new movie is called Meet the Flintstones. And so they talked about that. And they also talked about an upcoming Tom and Jerry movie as well. And yeah, I'm hoping that the new Tom and Jerry movie will turn out way better than the crappy 2021 live action anime film. And they also talked about an animated film adaptation of the book All the Places You Go from Dr. Seuss. And they also talked about a Looney Tunes animated movie. And I think they said this would be all animation. And yeah, I'm really excited about that. And another thing that got me so hyped is when brand new animated kind-of movie story Bill Hader has the voice for the cat himself. And we also had our first look at the brand new DC animated film titled Dynamic Duo. If the trailer isn't released for one as we speak, but yeah man, I'm pretty damn jealous. And even brought James going to the stage to talk about his new live-action Superman movie coming out this July. And the trailer that is 5 minutes long was released for once. So yeah, lots of stuff to look forward to for Warner Brothers. Now as for Universal, they actually had two panels. One of which they showed a early screening of the live-action How to Train Your Dragon movie and boy, just because How to Train Your Dragon is one of my favorite remix film franchises of all time. I am so jealous. Then was another panel when they talked about some of the upcoming movies like Jurassic World Rebirth. And then another topic that I loved and I look forward to is the Bad Guys 2 that is said in that panel that they're not actually going to be like male characters like in the original Bad Guys movie. Instead, they're going to be bad girls. Dude, what the heck with Peter is the wasn't one of those characters. Oh yeah, I hope so too, Jack. And yeah, they also talked about Grammy's House, the movie. Let me know in the comments if you have kids that love the Grammy's House show. And that's gonna be a live action animated movie. And speaking of which, they did talk about the live action animated dragon movie, and they also confirmed that they are going to be making a sequel to the one that's regarded to the Johnny Grove, that they are going to release that one to the women 2027. That's 2 years after the first one comes out this year. And another one of my favorite announcements is that Blumhouse was part of the Universal panel, and so Blumhouse did talk about so many exciting horror films that they got in the works, including the sequel to the 2023 Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and the trailer was dropped online as well. And that film is set to be released in December 2025. And then I loved how they talked about Looking for Good, which is the sequel to the Wicked movie. And yeah, that was just about doing for the Universal panel. And now moving on to what we did for the best announcements at the Paramount panel. And they did talk about a lot of very unique things at that panel. Now, don't get me wrong, I think that Paramount had the best panel in the last CinemaCon, but in this case, some of those announcements were pretty good. So they briefly talked about what animated movies were on the way, and one of the animated movies that Paramount is developing is a third Paw Patrol movie called Paw Patrol the Dino movie. And yes, I have seen the first two Paw Patrol movies, and yeah, and also announced a sequel to TMNT Mayhem. And they did remind us that the new animated Smurfs movie starring the author Asper Pet is still coming in July. Now, one of the biggest announcements that they made is that they talked about how a fourth upcoming SpongeBob movie called The SpongeBob Movie Search for SquarePants, which is set to be released in December 2025, where SpongeBob is going to face off against the Lion Dutchman, and yeah. But before they talked about SpongeBob, they actually talked about a brand new Avatar The Last Airbender animated film called The Wizard of Aang, The Last Airbender. And it's gonna focus on Aang as he's in his 20s or 30s, and a lot of us love this show because it has a lot of great action sequences and whatnot, you know? And so it's going to come out on January 20th, 2026 in the theaters. Let people in the theaters. And the visit for just looking at saying that one of my favorite announcements at the Paramount panel was Tom Cruise probably going to be Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. That was a pretty good announcement there. Yeah, so yeah, that's all for the Paramount panel. I was really hoping for a sort of movie for announcements. And I wish for people to say of announcement. Yeah? Oh yes. Okay, well, I'm not that much big into Netflix or any other war franchise, but good for you, Jack. Thank you. Alright, time to move on to the final channel, which is the Disney channel now. If I'm not mistaken, Disney has been the only studio at CinemaCon to tell folks to take pictures and videos and post them online. But somehow none of the other studios don't let folks do that. Like, that doesn't make any sense, you know? Well, the other studios not ask folks to take videos of photos and post them online. It's simple Disney. It makes no sense. Exactly. Now, I will be honest. As huge of a Disney fan I am, I always look forward to some of your upcoming projects that they have in store. And so, as you can see in this image right here, the 2025 slate of Marvel's Thunderbolts, Marvel's Fantastic Four, Zootopia 2, Avatar Fire and Ash, the Animature, what would be, I'm pronouncing that right, the live action reruns. Next movie, Pixar's Here We Go, review, Friday, Swan, do you know how to pronounce this word? Tron, Harris, thank you. So yeah, Tron Harris, Predator, Badlands, Errol McKay, The Roses, and Deliver Me from Nowhere. Now, that's not all of these topics that they talked about. There's another topic that they talked about that is not on this switch over here is Avengers Doomsday. Now they said that the premise is going to be the Avengers and the original X-Men are gonna work together to face off against Doctor Doom. And I'm like, oh, that's amazing. Yeah, I thought the same way too. Yeah. And so yeah, that was pretty much all of the panels that will be given for the best announcements. And like I said earlier in this video, I think that Warner Brothers had some of the best announcements when it comes to this year's CinemaCon. So yeah, Warner Brothers, to me, you are the winner on this year's CinemaCon. So yeah. So yeah guys, let us know down in the comments what studio you think had the best panel at the 2025 CinemaCon. What was some of your favorite announcements? You can comment down below like your top 5 favorite announcements if you want. So yeah guys, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. A lot of people will watch this channel all not yet subscribed, so it's pretty easy. All you gotta do is tap subscribe and tap the notification bell so that way you'll get notified when we post a new video on this channel. So yeah, thanks for watching. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.